This episode of Dr. Drew After Dark is brought to you by Calm, Stamps.com, and Embark, and I'll tell you more about all that later. Let's get on with the show now. Hi, I'm Dr. Drew, and this is Dr. Drew After Dark. Please be advised that Dr. Drew After Dark may contain sexually oriented content and be unsuitable for young children. Hey everybody, welcome to Dr. Drew After Dark. Got a bunch of business to handle up front here. We're going to have phone calls soon. Watch your Twitter feed when Christina and I get together and take your calls. We'll blast it out on Twitter. That's coming very soon, so keep an eye out for that, maybe even this week. Also, keep your emails coming in the meantime at drdrewafterdark@gmail.com, and of course, we'll continue to take voicemails until we get our phone lines hooked up at 818-253-1693. Also, head over to drdrew.com. I got some streaming shows where I do some interactive stuff. They're more kind of medically oriented. Check it all out there, and the Dr. Drew podcast, the Adam and Drew podcast. But more importantly, Christina and I are here doing After Dark.
I'm so happy to be here.
So happy to have you here.
Adore you. You know what I just had a flashback to? All right. Come on, what is that? Do you remember that sound?
I remember it.
Vern Troyer.
Oh, yeah.
Did you ever treat Vern Troyer?
I did not treat Vern Troyer, though there's almost nobody in Hollywood with a really significant problem that didn't circle around me at one time or another. Like I'll get calls and can you, would you, and blah, 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 blah. I think I had a few calls on him.
Yeah. What was he up to?
Wasn't he alcoholic? Is that his thing?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of some reality show where he was repeating that over and over again.
I think he was just in a state.
Stupor.
It's really sad. I mean, speaking of that kind of, those sorts of body habitus, did you like Eric the actor? Speaking of Stern Show, which we said we were going to talk about as we finished last week.
I'm not such a huge fan of Eric the actor. It wasn't, for me, I felt too bad for him in his life.
Oh, we found a zone. Wow.
Yeah, he was so unfortunate that I had I had a hard time because he really couldn't have relationships and he couldn't have any sort of, he had so many things wrong with him.
Yes. And I knew he was going to die too. Because the nature of his condition. There's Eric the actor.
Yeah.
And I was just, I told Gary one time, I said, this guy's not going to be around very long. I can tell by the way he was talking about his heart problems and stuff. Look how great Robin looks in that picture.
She looks great. She's very thin there. I like that.
And there's Eric.
Yeah.
That's muscular dystrophy primarily, right?
It's heartbreaking. Anyways.
Yes. Ugh. So why do we like Stern?
Why? What do you think? I'm so into it, man. I listen every day. I'm into it.
For me, aside from the fact that he kind of has a genius ear, he can he just knows what entertains the ear. I really am in love with the interviews.
The celebrity stuff.
Whenever he's in earnest interviewing someone, whether it's his staff or a whackpacker or a celebrity, he has been on the couch so long.
Right.
As the object, it's called an analysand. That's when you're the object in analysis, that he knows how to open himself to the process of following people's material. I know it vividly because I sat on that couch, and within about when I first went in there, I was afraid. Because I'd heard, oh my God, he's going to destroy you. He's horrible. He's abusive. He's brutal. Blah, blah, blah. Prepare yourself. Be prepared. Be prepared. And I went in there. The first 5 minutes, I thought, oh, this is like being in therapy. I know this feeling.
Yes.
He is opening you up and then just seeing what flows. And I'm very good at that, having done years and years and years of therapy. And I admired it. I thought it was great. I thought it was a wonderful way to do interviewing. And was privileged. I felt very privileged to have been there.
Yes.
And, I got my little conflicts with Robin. And
I know.
And
you guys never meet up for lunch.
Not yet.
There's the lunch date, and now you're having it with, what's his name? Rasan. I heard you on the wrap-up show.
I got to get Rasan because he's out here. Let's bring him into this.
Rasan's out here?
Yes.
Right now? Let's bring him. I love Rasan.
Let's bring him in.
Yeah.
That's how
and
we
I love Mehmet.
This is what my kids accuse me of, that they don't get to see me unless they're working with me.
Oh, yeah, the workaholic stuff.
Yeah, and so I guess Rasan is just under my kids, so we're going to have to do the same with him.
See, I like his interviews, obviously. I'm more drawn to the day-to-dayness of the crew.
So the reality show.
I love it. I want to know what Brent is swinging. I want to know what Shuli found out about the Whackpackers.
Shuli's done an amazing job with the Whackpackers.
Oh my
I'm with you
gosh.
on that. And Brent's stuff, I sent Gary a little note, and Brent did not appreciate that.
So are you and Brent still on the outs?
We're not on the outs because we did I Love You Man kind of makeup.
Oh, okay.
But I've not spoken to him since all that.
Wow.
And I'm actually worried for him. You know what I mean? I like Brent.
You are? You think that? So just for the people listening who don't know, he's swinging. Brent is swinging with his wife, Caitlin.
Yeah,
they're
and
newlyweds.
Kate's doing a little more swinging.
Oh, yeah.
And I could feel that was a little bit unsettling for him.
Yeah.
And it's, again, this is the thing about swinging. The feelings that emerge are difficult to predict. They're impossible to predict. All kinds of crazy feelings come up that destabilize a relationship. It's hard enough to have relationships between two people.
Right. You said that with Tom in his episode. You covered that NRE clip that we had.
Oh, we got to do that again.
I agree. I think it's difficult. Like you said, it's hard enough with two people. And then you add in new sex, and then this
new
person
feelings,
with the
new
thing.
people, their dynamics, and it all has to work together. It's like impossible. And so I just worry about that for him. And I much like I announced that Fed Smoker would not end well. I feel like Brent's thing's not going to end well either. However, I'm going to predict that what he's going to say is it's because of all you guys not having faith in our relationship that things fell apart.
Interesting. He's going to blame
like
it on
that.
the show and
Something
sharing.
like
and had we kept it private, it would have worked, blah, blah, blah.
Something like that.
Don't you find it, that the people that generally can't commit and stay in a long-term monogamous relationship, that's troubling, right? Like, those people that are serial daters that just bounce from flower to flower to flower.
Yeah, that's
Annie. Sorry. I was wondering.
We're going to talk to Annie. Don't you worry.
Yeah, like what's that about?
Does it correlate with stool retention?
I don't know.
Maybe.
Is there a correlation between?
I don't think there is. I don't think so. But yeah, well, maybe he's withholding his intimacy. The way he withholds his stool.
Is that wow, that's fascinating. I like that. Wow.
Powerful.
Yes.
So yeah, well, maybe we should bring Andy in. Right
I know.
Now.
I like keeping up on him and what he's up to.
All right. Hey, Andy.
He doesn't like to talk about his love life, though.
He's never spoken to me about it.
Maybe he will now.
Yeah. Well, now that you've outed him.
Yeah. He likes the ladies. He's good with the ladies.
What's up, Doc?
Hey, man.
How's it going?
It's good. So where should we start? I guess you wonder. Are you okay talking about your relationships?
To a point, sure. Okay. Yeah.
Let's just say Annie's very popular with ladies.
Good. It's good for him. And he was worried that he was going to need a prosthetic anus from all the brown that he was retaining.
Yeah.
And I assured him off the air that was not going to happen.
Well, listen, you can't tell me as a medical doctor.
No, I can tell you, but go ahead.
I just don't buy this.
Go ahead.
That it's okay to hold in a month's worth of brown.
I worry about not the anus. I worry about the colon. Okay? You can get something called toxic megacolon, where the colon expands so much that it loses its contractile power.
How come we didn't bring up megacolon last time?
I did. I told him, I said, that's the one thing I worry about is that things are going to, you could affect the contractile ability of the colon. That's people that are laxative abusers laxative abuser will get that sometimes, where they just colon can't move anymore. And that is a problem. But I don't know that he's going to get that.
Because the colon moves the brown along.
Yes.
Peristalsis,
yes.
Yes, it moves the brown down. So when you retard that process, that's a proper use of that word, is it not?
Sure is.
When you retard that process, you can ruin your beehole.
No.
I mean your colon. You can get megacolon.
Now, and presuming nothing emerges beyond the sacred circle.
Yeah.
Sacred circumference. What is some of the mathematical principles, like the universal
pi?
Yeah, the pi hole in this case. To be fair, so as long as nothing violates the universal circle, the perfect circle.
Generally not. The only time that's ever happened was when the month when I held it for the month.
He doesn't always hold it for a month. How dare you?
Yeah. When's the last time you made brown?
Oh God, I hate this question because I never remember. But
I can't believe
it. It couldn't have been less than a week. So it's been at least a week. Yeah.
And are we planning a new one?
Planning a new one, definitely not. I never think about it. That's the problem.
How do you know when it's time?
I know that it's time before it's time. Like when I eat too much, I know it's coming. Like if I ate 2 pizzas today, I know.
What are the signals your body sends you that lets you know it's time?
Something tells me I block those out. I don't know.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's going on?
How about intimacy and blocking? Is that a thing?
Intimacy and blocking?
In other words, do you have trouble being open and fully emotionally available to people? I'll take that.
That could be a problem, maybe.
I don't know.
I'll take that as a yes.
What do you think?
And why do you think you withhold like that?
I mean, I didn't used to be like that. When I was a kid, all I thought mattered was, monogamy and finding that one. And I don't know, I just found out it was a terrible idea.
Why? What happened?
Terrible things.
What happened?
It just, I wasted, I don't want to say I wasted. And I spent a lot of time on this one girl, and it just, I don't know. I mean, we don't even talk anymore. What a waste of time.
How long ago was that?
That was over a decade ago. Yeah.
And then tell me again how you got to that point where you started holding the poo.
That's forever. I mean,
but you said there was kind of a moment where you decided.
When I was a kid, we were gonna go somewhere, me and my mom, and she was in the car, and she was like, hurry up, we need to go. And so my thought, I pinched it, and then I realized that, I don't need to do that, so I could just hold this whenever I want.
Was there anything you were feeling at the time that all happened?
Feeling? You mean, like scared or
whatever, angry or something?
I mean, I don't remember. Too long ago. Whatever it was mustn't have been significant. All I remember about that moment was that's when I knew I didn't need to go. So I'm like, if I don't need to go, why go? I don't need to. Screw it. I'll just not do it.
And was there a need to go with your mom at that point? You didn't want to do that either?
Well, she was definitely in a rush, so I felt like the I don't know, the urgency of that we need to go. So like whatever I'm doing now,
all the same words that apply to the relationship apply to the stool. Urgency, going. So interesting.
I don't like
go.
this.
Let's go with it, Drew. Let's go. Let's
urgency.
get in there.
Don't need to.
Don't need to.
After that, wasting all that time. Waste.
Caca.
Well, you guys did not make it easier on me with putting me in that chair, because these DMs, bro. What are you doing?
He's getting DM'd now by a bunch of hosts that want to ride the any train. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, and I had fun with it obviously for a minute, but it's like I realized that that's not how I do things, because it's so backwards compared to how I always go at.
See, here's what I take away from Andy. You guys don't give him this. He's a super sensitive dude.
Is that right?
Yes.
You think so?
Yes.
What? How do you know that?
I just do.
Yeah.
Am I right, Andy?
I mean, you're definitely right, but I mean, you mean because of that one thing?
No,
that I
you're
said?
just nothing. Not one thing. I experience you as a sensitive guy, and you protect yourself in all kinds of ways because you are so sensitive.
Oh.
And I think that's going to get you more DMs, unfortunately. Unfortunately, it's not going to work in the right direction. But even his sensibility of these people coming at him is that of I don't do it that way.
Interesting. He's
right?
keeping people at bay. He's keeping the brown.
Bay is not a word he would use.
No.
You have to get a brown metaphor.
I got you. Okay.
Colonic metaphor.
But that's why he's keeping
people retained,
retarded inside.
So Andy, you had some questions though.
Yeah, let's hear these.
Oh yeah. So actually, speaking of brown, a lot of people commented. I read through all the comments, by the way.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Specifically. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, tell Dr. Drew why you read the comments and what kind you were looking for.
I was specifically looking for there's always the funny ones that get like a bunch of likes and they're at the top.
Sure.
No. I scroll past those.
Yeah.
Those are all great. I go to the ones that are 2 likes, where they're like, I don't like the way this guy looks for some reason, but I can't figure out why. And it's got 1 like on it.
Why is he
I'm
doing
that
this?
like.
Why is Annie searching for stuff that's inherently negative about himself to confirm that he hates himself, that he's a piece of shit?
No.
Oh, that's why I would do it in the past.
I think he has a little OCD-ish kind of stuff too, so it's kind of scratching, right? Am I right, Andy? Because it's just you can't resist the torture.
I think what I've found is consistent through all this is I like a challenge. So the DMs just coming to me like that, I mean,
it's too easy.
I want the challenge. I want to feel like I have something that I'm up against.
He's a hunter. He likes the hunt and the chase and that, and then not the real. I know, but I worry about any long run.
Opposite of your mom's advice.
Yeah. Right. No,
or it may same as your mom's advice. Strangely, it's he should be the one pursuing the women.
Yeah.
That's your mom's advice, right?
Yeah, but what if it's just woman after woman after woman? I'm afraid he's going to end up like my dad, 73, alone. No love in his heart. Is he capable of intimacy? Will he? Can he? One day.
Yes.
Yeah?
I'll make a prediction
Okay, go ahead.
that somebody will slip into his DMs. That literally somebody will slip under the radar and get to him.
I hope so.
Yeah,
Will
I
she
think
be a
so.
nice lady, though?
Yeah,
Will
I
she
think
take
so.
care of him and be sweet? Yeah, no.
It's up to him. That's up to him.
He won't
It
accept
be,
that.
But that's okay too, right?
Oh.
You know, you can have. He likes challenges, right? You can be with a challenging person, keeps your entertainment.
He wants the contentious.
and well, the opposite of him. Not somebody as sensitive as him would be challenging to be around, be scary to be around, right? But you also don't want somebody who's going to be abusive, right?
No, I don't want that for him.
No.
Okay.
So, see,
Did
Annie,
you hear that?
I keep predicting good things for you. I predict your colon's going to keep working. You're not going to need a prosthetic anus. And somebody's going to slip past those defenses.
Oh,
and he's
good.
going to find somebody, or they're going to find him.
You're on my team, man. I appreciate it.
I'm on
know.
your team too. I'm just.
They're just they worry about you. That's all.
I'm worried. I'm the mom, and I'm also, my Eastern Blocker thing of like everything. When's the other shoe gonna drive? Everything's terrible. I have to counter that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I want to look out for the guy.
Yeah.
These are my dudes.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you. But I get good instinctive feelings about
Good.
Annie.
Yeah, he's positive energy.
Yeah.
He's a sweet kid. He's
Yeah.
bright.
Yeah. I think he's gonna be okay.
All right, you're gonna be okay.
I'm gonna be okay. I appreciate, and I didn't mean to say you're not on my team. You guys are my family.
Yeah,
You're,
we
like,
love
literally
you.
my family. I'm not even
Good.
kidding.
Yeah, but I'm
Good.
really on your team, Annie.
Stop it!
These other guys, I have to protect you from these other guys.
No, you do, because
Yeah.
we're maniacs. We're still comedians.
They still watch out. That sensitive core could get assailed by these a-holes.
That's it. You know what's so funny? I didn't realize how we do that, comedians. I was on a plane and Mark Maron was we were on the same flight yesterday. And and we're like putting our bags down. He goes, "Hey, Christina, did you get those pants at Walmart?" And I was like, that is so harsh. And I laughed so hard. And I was like, he's just telling me I look like a piece of shit right now. And I appreciate that.
Yeah, I love Mark.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Mark.
Yeah, I was like, you're right. I do look like a dumpy piece of shit. It was 5 a.m. But I get his comedian mind was like, I'm trying to like
I love Mark Maron.
pointing it out so that you don't look like a piece of shit anymore.
Do you watch him in Glow?
I love Glow.
God, he does a great job.
Such a good actor.
He really is.
I'll be watching Glow and I'll text Mark like, you're amazing. I had no idea you were so talented.
He doesn't like it.
No, he doesn't
Yeah,
like it.
he doesn't like anything positive.
No, none of us do. When people tell me they like me,
I want to have. I owe him a lunch.
You what? You owe him
we're
a lunch?
supposed to have lunch. I told him 2 years ago when he was on my podcast.
Why are you averse to lunch dates?
I don't know. I just never get them pulled off. And Kevin Pollak wanted to join too. It would have been awesome. I would love to spend time with those.
Kevin
guys.
Pollak, he's an actor.
He's-
I'm thinking of
Did you watch Mrs. Maisel?
I did the first season.
He's the dad that owns the schmata
Yeah.
business.
I like that. I like that guy.
Yeah,
He's
he's a
great.
great guy. He's a great guy.
You got to get your lunch game together.
I
man.
know. I have 3 of them now.
Maybe lunch is not a good time. Maybe it's dinner you need to be doing. 'Cause I've had dinner with you.
I pull off. We did.
We had dinner twice.
Oh yeah, we did. But it was with couples though. That I managed to do.
Oh.
Oh, that's a good way to do it. Maybe.
Do dinners, bro.
Yeah,
You're
but
not a
dinners
lunch
with
guy.
couples though. Dinners with couples. That's
See, that way you bring the wife. Everyone has fun.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
all
yeah.
good.
yeah. That was a nice place.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
I don't know Silver Lake from shit.
Well, I know we lived there for a few years. That's why. We'll do it again. All right.
All right,
what else we
I'm
got?
physically fit, 27-year-old man suffering from extreme mental fatigue and apathy. I can't seem to get motivated. I'm working in medical tech. I have a coveted position. I'm worried I'm gonna lose my job. I'm becoming retarded. His word. Am I growing an extra chromosome? Crossing over to the TikTok side. Don't prolapse your anus. He still hasn't lost his sense of humor. Clearly, I feel like I'm not as smart as I used to be, and my attention span has gotten down to about 45 seconds. He sounds depressed, doesn't he?
Yes.
Yeah,
Anxiety, depression.
But here's the deal about psychiatric syndromes. Never think never conclude that's what it is first. First, rule out medical.
Interesting.
Always.
I did not know this.
Because you, as a guy that just did medical services in a psychiatric hospital for about 10 years, you can't imagine how many times I found a medical problem causing or contributing to the psychiatric syndrome.
And like you said, you mentioned last
ridiculous.
episode, my mother had a stroke, and that may have contributed to her psychosis.
Correct.
So what would you look for in this gentleman?
I would get a brain scan to make sure there's not a frontal lobe tumor, because that can. I had one guy. He had been in multiple psychiatric hospitals, and he looked clearly vegetative depression, and I was just like, no one did MRI. This guy, something's not right. huge frontal lobe tumor. And so I've had
Is
many
he dead?
experiences. No, we took it out, no problem.
Oh, thank God.
It was from his nasal cavity went up. Yeah, it's crazy. He had a thing removed, a polyp or something removed in there, and they said, come back in 3 years because things gonna come back. He didn't, and he wrote it up. So when doctors say follow up. But anyway, and then I would check his thyroid, and I would check blood counts and things like that. It's just the basic things that cause fatigue. I mean, if it's nothing, here's the problem with people like this.
Yeah.
If, let's say I do the workup and there's no obvious cause of fatigue, there's a certain group, and I don't know if this guy's one of them, that will go, oh no, there must be something.
That they're insistent that
it's something medical.
Hypochondria.
And they distinguish and they make psychiatric something different, as opposed to saying, no, that's also a medical problem. It's your brain.
Yes.
It's a brain disorder. Like if you've got heart failure, you had a heart problem. This is your brain failure. It's got that kind of thing. There can be sleep problems that can do this too. So I would, if the guy came back and said, that must be something, I would then get a sleep study just to make sure not something like that going on. But then I'd say depression.
This sounds like depression, because when I had my postpartum depression with a second baby, I went to a psychiatrist, and they do run you through the list. Like, are you able to focus? Are you enjoying things? Are you able to sleep? No. They go through the criteria.
It's called a mental status exam. It's why I get incensed about the data coming in on homelessness. They send out a freaking young adult with a clipboard going, do you have mental illness? Do you have mental illness?
You're not going to say it.
You need to have experience doing mental status exams. They don't know it. That's part of the condition.
Yeah.
You have to evoke it through the questioning. Oh my God.
That's true. My mom didn't know she was nutty. She thought everyone else was nuts.
It's called anosognosia. It's actually a part of these kinds of mental illnesses.
Oh, it's so complicated.
It's not complicated. If somebody who has experience doing mental status examinations, there it is.
I know, but I'm saying in society, it's complicated, complex.
All right. How much do most couples have sex? I'm a relatively yes.
Let's talk about that.
Healthy 30-year-old woman. I've been married for 7 years. I find that my husband and I are having less and less sex time goes by. We call that children.
Yes.
We average about once every 2 months.
That's bad.
That's not good.
Divorce city.
It's just no bueno. You can get through it, but you better work on it.
Let me guess here. The baby sleeps in our bed. We haven't sleep trained the children.
No, there's something worse.
Oh, shit.
Caused me extreme insecurity. I'm always ready to go. He blames the fact that we have 2 kids. So there you go.
Okay.
But I'm starting to think he no longer wants me. He is taking methadone on a daily basis.
Oh, shit. He's into heroin? Is that
well,
what that is?
now he's on methadone, but he's recovering he, as a basis of, he's recovering treating his heroin addiction.
Oh, boy.
Methadone will absolutely shut off your sex drive.
Yeah.
Cut it off. So this is the methadone. It's why I'm not one of the reasons I'm not a huge fan.
Really? So how would you treat heroin addiction?
I treated it with abstinence. I treat it with long-term abstinence-based treatment. A lot of people use Suboxone these days, which doesn't have all the side effects. You can get much lower doses going. He actually should be switched from methadone to Suboxone. That's what should happen with this guy. And then somebody needs to really work on his recovery.
And look at his boners up.
Please. I'm at my wit's end. I don't think I can remain married to someone that doesn't want me sexually. I did a tour around the country once. You may know the story with me. In 1997, I did a 2-year tour of the country about antidepressants doing this. I was getting calls from people heading towards divorce for this reason.
Really?
And nobody told them that Prozac and those medicines cause sexual libido problems and erectile dysfunction and all that stuff. And so the people that make Wellbutrin sent me around the country to talk about it. It was not a branded campaign or anything, but in one interview, I got $200,000 for 2 years of lecturing. That was my big.
Wow.
Yeah, it was great. But it was me and a psychiatrist, and it was a whole team that went out on the road. Even John Gray was part of the team at one point. I don't know.
The guy that wrote
Men Are From Mars. Yeah, it was very weird.
Boy, that's cool.
In one of my radio interviews, they went, what do you do if a patient gets this? And I said, what do I do? My practice? I either switch them to Wellbutrin, Remeron, or Sarazone, which is what I do in my practice, and I'm entitled to do it. I hiccuped in this one radio interview, and I didn't go, oh, by the way, I'm doing a tour for Wellbutrin. It doesn't affect my prescribing, but you need to know that, full disclosure, I just forgot. I just gagged on it. They found that and dragged me into a $4 billion lawsuit against the drug company for pushing off-label use of medication.
Oh,
even though I'm entitled to discuss off-label use, I'm entitled to use off-label. That's part of my professional licensing. But one radio interview, I forgot to say, one of those 3 medicines, they're letting me talk about the side effects of antidepressants.
God damn it.
So that
God damn it.
So to this day, people go, "Oh, you're a shill for drug companies."
Oh, stop it.
It's so funny.
And what's so bad about drugs? Let me tell you, Lexapro is the thing that saved my life. God bless the drug companies. I'm not saying it's all ethical.
Well, physicians shouldn't be taking money from the drug companies. I agree with that. And I don't,
Yeah.
ever since then, back in the day, drug companies used to pay for our speakers, they used to pay for everything in the educational process too. It was considered a collaborative relationship. That's ended. I won't have anything to do with them. I get it. That's it. I don't want even the possibility of seeming impropriety. So
Yes.
in the last 25 years, I've had nothing to do with them, or 23 years, whatever it's been. So I won't do that anymore. So.
And how about this too? I mean, this might be really off color, but maybe don't have a family with a guy who's on heroin. Like, is that terrible to say?
They already have it.
Too late.
Yeah.
Genie's out of the bottle.
Yeah, and there's ways to help this guy. I mean,
I know, I'm
get
just-
him down to the Spock zone.
I know, but it's such a hassle to have a
Well,
relationship with someone with.
for better or for worse.
I know, but I'm just saying, don't marry him. Just bang him, but don't get pregnant.
Bang the drug addicts.
Yeah, just have sex with him.
I
had a junkie at one, not junkie. I mean, he did drugs. It's great lay.
Is he still alive?
I would never marry him. I don't know. I don't talk to the guy on Facebook or anything. But great hog.
What was?
Great. One of the best lays.
I'm
yeah.
sure your husband loves hearing this.
Yeah.
What was the?
Yeah. But I would not marry that guy. I'm just saying, ladies, there's two guys. There's guys you marry and there's guys you F.
Men want to be both.
Huh?
I know. It's
Men
shite
want to be both.
to you. If
No.
you're the wife,
Oh, sorry. No, my husband's the guy that I F.
right?
He's the hottest F I've ever
Right,
had.
there you go.
And
So
then that other guy, who?
That's what we wanna be,
Sorry,
you understand?
yeah.
So it's deeply concerning when you say that stuff to run us. Remember that killer instinct I was talking about?
Yeah.
It's on.
This is before Tom. This is like ages. I don't even put it in the same category. This guy was such a loser, but
Oh, you're gonna have a talking to when you get home. When this goes on.
Fine.
Yeah. You think not, eh? You know, one thing you said about Tom that stays with me to this
which
day
one?
is that you have like a homing device on him, like a GPS where you know where he is every second of every day.
What? No, I don't. I
said
don't.
that.
I joke. I do not. I promise I don't. I don't.
We were
I
having a
would.
very serious conversation. You're like,
I would.
Okay.
I would have no problem.
Right.
Ethically.
Right.
I don't though.
Right.
He would
You don't-
never let me.
You don't need to, but
I
you
want to.
Right.
I do with my kids. I said with my kids. That GPS stuff on my
Yeah.
kids and my dogs.
Yeah, yeah.
Listen, I got abandonment issues, bro.
Right.
Big ones.
Really? Still?
Of course.
Nobody remnant, but not like big. You.
Oh,
Did you work that out in therapy?
Of course. I'm constantly working it out. Every fucking year.
Yeah.
All right. What do you?
What's your diagnosis?
Oh, generalized anxiety disorder.
Same as me. Little OCD mixed in with that.
CPTSD.
Chronic?
Complex.
Complex PTSD.
Because it was over like the whole time I lived with my parents, basically.
Yeah.
I was an only child. That's all
Yeah,
I
I think that was sort of my anxiety thing too. It was sort of a PTSD type thing.
Yeah. But that EMDR stuff helped tremendously. And Lexapro.
The EMDR moves the process along. It took me
great.
years and years and years to do essentially what EMDR does in a few weeks, months.
What do you mean? You
I was into deep emotionally focused therapies,
yeah.
and it's kind of what you access the same stuff that EMDR does, but it takes forever.
Oh.
That's the only thing. So
I don't want to take forever.
you hate musicals.
Fucking hate him.
What'd you call Hamlet?
Hamler.
Hamster.
Eichmann, the movie.
Why do you hate musicals?
I don't understand. Why do they have to sing the line? Like, at least those stupid
What about
Andrew
operas?
Lloyd Webber, I'd kill myself before.
This is where you and I part ways.
I'd rather drink bleach than see Phantom of the Opera or
So good.
fucking Cats.
Cats. Okay.
You know what?
Well, there we agree.
Yeah, it sucks.
but
I hate when they-
Phantom, it's so exciting.
No, but it's so stupid. Like, I'm here, I'm walking down the street, and my shoe is untied. Like, why are you singing that? It doesn't rhyme. Does Phantom of the Opera rhyme? Like, Phantom of the Opera is here.
Right.
Is that what it
Yeah,
doesn't
it doesn't really
rhyme.
Why do you need rhymes?
Because that's what music is rhymes.
Opera doesn't rhyme.
Exactly. It's cacophony. I don't like it because it doesn't rhyme. It doesn't rhyme. You know what? I've just figured it out. I don't like it because there's no rhyme.
No rhyme, no rhyme.
Yeah.
I don't need a rhyme, strangely enough.
But I listen to the lyrics very much, and it bothers me. If music's stupid, I can't do it.
Okay.
Like, what kind of music do you like?
All kinds. But I do like
shit.
opera. And
You like stupid stuff?
I
Do you like top 40 stuff?
No, I don't like
No
bubblegummy
way.
stuff. No.
Yeah.
I like jazz. I like everything.
I like jazz.
Yeah.
Now, but would you saw, what's that, Hamlet?
Yeah.
Hamler?
Hamlet.
Where he raps about being the president?
Yeah.
I can't think of anything worse.
Yeah, that one was a little unsettling. We couldn't understand anything half the time. But I thought
Is that right?
But I love that book. Now you're screwing me up so bad I can't remember his name. Hamlet.
Hamilton. Himmler.
It's not Himmler.
Himmler. Oh my God.
I would watch
Did you read the
Himmler,
book?
the
You
musical.
got to read the book.
No, I didn't.
Oh, it's so
read
good.
The book. Who's got time for that kind of book
yeah,
learning?
right now.
What do you like about the opera and musicals?
It's exciting to me
Yeah.
because the music drives a certain kind of excitement and emotion.
You like to feel. I don't like to feel stuff.
Yeah, that
That's the
makes
difference
sense. That
between
makes
us.
sense,
Yeah.
yeah.
Big avoider on those
Yeah,
feelings.
no feelings, not even just excitement.
I like excitement.
Well, that's what this you don't get it from this.
No.
All right, and I understand Tom's in a bit of a diet mode right now.
Fuck, man. So he's been eating nothing but animal products, which I'm aware you're doing.
Yes, I've been doing it for 2 years. No carbs.
Well, see, I'm under the impression, that's different than all no carbs, meaning no vegetables.
I'll eat vegetables now, but
See,
for a while there I didn't.
That's what Tom was
Oh,
doing.
is he doing with Joe Rogan too?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Did he
And-
get aggressive at first?
Yeah.
I got aggressive too.
Because he's not eating and he's pissed.
Well, no, I ate a lot. I ate a lot of meat.
Yeah, but that can't be good for your cholesterol.
Turns out there's a guy named Dave Feldman. You have to listen to one of my other podcasts. I just pulled this
right.
table apart, just so you know.
All that meat, you're so strong.
Yeah, and when I first started, I did get aggressive. I yelled at somebody. That I never do that. I just lost it on someone.
What do you I think it's because you're not eating carbs, you're cranky.
I've done carb withdrawal many times, and I've never done that. This is something about the meat.
Hormonal.
Something. And I eat lots of meat. I eat lots of meat, a lot of eggs, a lot of cheese, and that's that. And I'm happy all the time. How I feel. Diet has never been easier for me.
And your cholesterol levels.
Cholesterol. So this guy named Dave Feldman out there has a whole new theory about fat metabolism that we might be missing. And I probably have a certain genetic profile that has a certain apolipoprotein in it that's more sensitive to insulin. So flattening my insulin levels is probably more important than even my fat intake. I do take a statin for my LDL because I have horrible vascular disease in my family. I've been on it since I was 30 because I did not want to get that. But I could never get my HDL up and my triglycerides down. They were always low HDL, high triglyceride, which we now think is a really significant thing. On this diet, HDL up, triglycerides down. And I had a calcium score 2 weeks ago. Coronary calcium score is 0.0.
Wow.
Crazy.
So here's what I'm going to do, because I wrote to our physician,
Mm-hmm.
Tom and I share a doc, and I was like, listen, if this doctor gives you the green light, go.
You know, Rogan interviewed a guy named Sean Baker, who I've interviewed too. It's an orthopedic surgeon that sort of invented the carnivore diet, or at least is an advocate for it. You should talk to him. He'll call you back.
I will, but I want to talk to my husband's doctor who's going to test his cholesterol,
Okay.
and let's see what those results are.
Okay.
If doc says great, but I find it very counterintuitive.
Oh, you should. But listen, my wife went on it, and her cholesterol was not good. So
Yeah,
we took
see,
her
for
off
me,
it.
I think it would be counterproductive.
It could be.
But no veggies? How are you taking a shit if you're not eating your veggies?
Metamucil.
Oh, come on.
Any Metamucil.
Yeah.
Any.
You need your veggies, man.
I do eat veggies. I do because I
Okay.
like them.
I like 'em
So
too.
you get palate fatigue on this diet.
Yes.
But I still so happy doing it.
All right, shit.
Take a little break so I can tell you about our sponsors. Our first sponsor is Calm. It's a great app. They say it takes 2 months to form a habit, right? And if you're making a resolution this year, that can be a long time to wait for results. But with Calm, it takes just 5 minutes a day to feel better, calmer, and ready to face whatever this year throws at you. What if you could accomplish all your resolutions this year by doing one thing? Well, that one thing should be mindfulness. It's the best thing you can do to help focus in all areas of your life, whether it's taking care of your body, getting more sleep, finally starting projects you wanted to. With Calm, you can learn to be more mindful so you can achieve all your goals this year. I've been using the Calm app for quite some time. It's the #1 app for sleep, relaxation, and meditation. Look at this thing. Oh, it's just the relaxation sounds already. Calm has sleep stories, which are like bedtime stories for adults. They can help you fall asleep. They also have soothing music from artists like Sam Smith, guided meditations, breathing exercises, really high quality stuff in this app. And if you go to calm.com, CALM.com/Dr. Drew, DRDREW, For a limited time, you get 40% off a Calm Premium subscription. This includes hundreds of hours of programming. I'm telling you, you get access to all that's on the app. It's with you all day, and you'll be glad you have it. Over 60 million people use Calm. Join them today to accomplish your goals tomorrow. For listeners of our show, Calm is offering that special limited time promotion of 40% off the Calm Premium subscription at calm.com/DRDREW. Again, 40% off, unlimited access to the entire Calm library, and new content is added every week. So there's always more stuff there. And you'll be amazed at all the different options they have. Get started today at calm.com/Dr. Drew. That is calm.com/DRDREW. Our next sponsor is Stamps.com, and I've told you before, we were early adopters in our household of Stamps.com. I started seeing pictures of my kids showing up on stamps. I thought my wife had become a counterfeiter. And you can save 5% off every first-class stamp, up to 40% off shipping rates. Everything you can do at the post office, you can do with Stamps.com. Why would you ever go back to the post office? And those savings add up for small businesses especially. Stamps.com is completely online, saves you time, no more inconvenient trips to that post office. Stamps.com brings all the services, as I said, of the U.S. Postal Service right to your computer and your printer. Whether you're a small office sending invoices, an online seller shipping products, or even a warehouse sending thousands of packages, Stamps.com can handle all of it. Simply use your computer to print U.S. postage 24/7 for any letter, any package, any class of mail, and you'll get the price exactly right. They tell you anywhere you want to send it. Once your mail is ready, just hand it off to your mail carrier or drop it in the mailbox. It is that simple. It's a no-brainer at Stamps.com. They save you time, money. It's no wonder over 700,000 small businesses already use Stamps.com. And right now, for our listeners, get a special offer that includes a 4-week trial plus free postage and a digital scale without any long-term commitment. That digital scale lets you know exactly what the postage needs to be for every package or letter. Just go to Stamps.com, click on the microphone at the top of the homepage, type in Dr. Drew, D-R-D-R-E-W, one word, and you can get that special offer. It's a 4-week trial plus free postage and the digital scale, no long-term commitment. It is Stamps.com. Enter Dr. Drew. Our next sponsor is Embark. Whether you have a new puppy or an old friend, Embark Breed and Health Test is the key to unlocking your dog's unique breed mix and genetically informed health needs, so you can help your dog live its healthiest, happiest life. From breed traits to genetic risk factors for health conditions, Embark provides the resources to help you and your vet best tailor care to your dog's specific needs. We did our Aussie, and lo and behold, he's 100% him, and thankfully he has no genetic issues. But they do screen for over 170 genetic health conditions that help the vet provide the best possible care for your dog. And every dog is tested with Embark is contributing to a research base into discovering and treating new genetic diseases for dogs. Embark is the only dog DNA test that performs research-grade DNA testing. It allows the veterinarian research teams to conduct groundbreaking research to extend the lives of all dogs. And Embark is more than twice as precise as any other dog DNA test on the market. This is because the scientists look at over 200,000 genetic markers and can make scientific discoveries that help all dogs live healthier and longer lives. In addition, Embark has stellar customer service and vets and veterinarian geneticists on staff to talk you through your results. This is an important piece. It's easy to get started. Right now, Embark has an exclusive offer you cannot get anywhere else. Go to Embark Vet, again, EMBARKVET, EMBARKVET.com now. Use promo code DREW. This is not Dr. Drew. This is just Drew, and you will save 15% off your dog DNA test kit. Visit embarkvet.com. Use promo code DREW to save. Your dog will thank you. And now let's get back to the show. So Christina and I are going to be taking calls. That's going to be our main sort of squeeze going forward. So keep an eye out for those Twitter blasts when we're going to start taking your calls. And we're going to do sort of interactive show.
I'm excited.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
I think that's where you really flourish and shine is when you can have a back and forth.
I love that.
And I've loved listening to you over the years when you did Love Line and how you interact with people. I'm really excited for the listeners to be able to talk to you.
I'm excited too, and I love your commentary in it and help it shape it and challenge and all that kind of good stuff. So
Cosby Team.
There we go. That's what we're talking about. But speaking of interacting, let's get a little TikTok action going here. I wonder what's going on. Christina is, I don't understand how she does anything else except TikTok. Yeah. I don't get it.
It doesn't feel like a full-time job when it's your passion.
But I can understand that. But you collate, select, put it up on Instagram.
Thank you.
It's I don't understand. You need an army of people to do this, but no, she does it herself.
I tell you, there's a lot of spare time. I put the babies down, and then 7:30, I'm on the talk. You'll notice they come up regularly certain times.
This is a woman, right?
Sure.
She looks like somebody. Who does she look like?
Drug addict.
Maybe. Here we go.
Hey guys, to those of you that have been following me, I am now following you. And to the ones that are not following me, that I am following them, have been deleted. Is what it is, buddy. Take it or leave it.
What's going on? What's like? Does she not? She's never seen social media or know how that works.
I don't get it.
Right. So she's saying like,
if you don't follow me, I won't follow you.
Like, yeah, like I see you follow me and I follow you back. But for those of you who aren't reciprocating, like F you.
Yeah, it's a little aggressive. Yeah, so I just get aggression.
Just aggression.
A little bit of aggressive piercing, a little aggressive social media.
Interesting.
A little bit. I'm sensing some black fingernail polish in there.
And the smattering of blue hair.
Yeah. Hair is another place people act out all kinds of stuff.
I agree. I did a lot when I was an adolescent. I had a mohawk. I was orange hair, black hair, blue hair, purple. Yes. It was the first place I went when I was upset. Women do that. If hair is that's why girls get bangs when they break up with somebody.
Would you do something for me if I asked you?
I don't know. It depends.
Bring back the mohawk.
No. I'm a mother of two. I can't do drop off with a mohawk. I'm 43. I won't look good anymore.
Oh, we gotta be so. Can we get some pictures?
You gotta be cute. Yeah, I'll find some.
Okay,
I'll find it.
Okay. Shaving the head is a classic problem.
See, Tom didn't believe me when I said the shaving of the head. That's why Travis Bickle in Taxi Driver, you see him shaving his head.
It's anger.
Symbol
it's anger.
of.
It's usually anger. Yes. But the other thing is when people are in a manic state, they'll go shave their head.
Like Brittany.
Like Brittany, exactly.
Yeah. So this one, though, I also sent, is she on drugs? Little.
Pupils are a little pinny. Look at that. See the pupils?
Yeah.
See how small they are? Mm-hmm. All right. Is there more from her?
No, that's all you need to know.
That's enough.
We got
that's
like 15 more TikToks.
Okay, let's keep going.
15? Oh, God.
This is great.
You like this? I'm so happy.
And why does the ones with the gun control suffer? Besides America, the shootings, and I just need is for you to give one more try. But you can't because you are also stubborn. Yeah. And I wish these people can.
I got it. I think we got it.
I like the stylings.
I like everything about him.
Yes, I like the Guardians of the Galaxy T-shirt.
Yeah.
I like the little flying saucer over his head. like the hair.
I like the framing of the video. It's highly unflattering. It's the worst possible angle anybody could frame themselves in.
And I like the way he has no idea where he's going as he's singing.
Yeah.
You can see him like going, I don't know, what's next? I don't know.
Yeah, it's like how children make up songs.
But a good message.
Good message.
Good message.
Control.
Yeah, got to hand it to him. So we like everything about this one.
Wait, what's the diagnosis? Are we looking at...
I'm not sure the diagnosis here.
What do you mean?
Diagnosis, cool dude.
He's more than a cool guy. He's got a bit of the tick touched. Is he touched?
Tick touched? Touched by TikTok?
Ta-ta there,
I
tick
think
touched.
that's all you're going to show me is people tick touched.
Well, is he brain touched? Like something's going on in the brain? Or is this just an awareness?
Yeah, there's something a little immature.
Immature.
Right? But then again, I mean, we don't know his age, although he's balding.
Yeah, that's true.
But you're suggesting that the immaturity may be an actual neurodevelopmental problem, which is possible. It's possible.
Yeah.
Leave Brittany alone. Leave this man alone. Here we go. Next one.
Next.
I'm going to say this here and now,
Uh-oh.
and as simple as can be.
Uh-oh.
Yes, Oregon passed a law to where each bag you use is a nickel, unless you bring your own. No, it is not my fucking fault. If you don't pay attention, that's on you. You do not get to turn me into your verbal punching bag. I don't give a shit. If you're having a shit day, you don't need to beat me up because of it. If you don't like it, get the fuck out.
She reminds me a little bit of the religious lady. A little bit of that same energy.
I'm getting some notes of that. Yes.
Yeah, some flavors of that. Definitely the dental issues that were so characteristic of cool guys and gals. So I'm
meth? Do you think it's meth
well,
mouth?
it doesn't look like meth now, but there might have been a meth issue along the way.
Yeah.
And clearly housing challenged individual, right?
Maybe. Well,
she's making her way by collecting bags or whatever. I'm thinking.
She works somewhere.
Oh, is that right?
That's what I think she's a cashier, and she's saying like just because there's this law that you need to, like she's saying like she has to charge people a dime for bags, and they're getting mad at her.
Got it. I took it as she was collecting the bags and getting a dime for them or something.
No.
Okay, I misunderstood.
She's gainfully employed. Now,
let's talk about those glasses for a second.
There's so many things to talk about.
Yes.
Okay, what about the glasses?
They sure don't fit her head, do they?
Nope.
They're like a pair of like Sister Bertrill ready to take off.
Yeah. You know what I love is you just crossed over to the dark side. Like you had the hokey pokey. You put your right foot in, you put your left, and now you went.
I jumped in.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's keep going.
You're in.
And so
now hold on though. The teeth. Now let me because I like to be constructive. If someone had low finances, could they go to a dental school?
Yes, you can.
And
they can rebuild stuff. Yes, they can. And there are lots of dental charities out there. Lots of them.
For people who have had meth problems
for
and
all
such?
Kinds of things. Yes,
Okay.
I've hooked people up with that kind of thing before.
So that would be a resources.
Check out Dr. Brady Smith. He's got a bunch of internet sort of group.
Because this isn't just one or two toofies missing. This is like...
The whole frontal, the whole top side is gone.
Something's really
all gone.
bad.
What's with that hat? What is that?
I thought it was her McDonald's visor. Like
is that what that is?
Somewhere.
But why McDonald's people don't have bags? They don't give bags out.
No.
But listen, I like her resourcefulness. I also sign off on this one.
It's like a sports hat. Is that a Braven or something?
Yeah, Seahawks.
Oh, the Seahawks hat. There you go. It also doesn't fit. It fits the glasses, but not her head. Right? Everything.
If I was like, okay, if I were to offer you $20 million.
Yes. Would you rather?
Right. But I have to knock out all of your wife's teeth.
You give me 20, we've sacrificed her teeth.
Yeah. But that's really good money. Like you won't have to do shit.
Yeah, it's no fooling.
Yeah. Would you take it? And you know
I
mean?
would take it. The question is, would she take it?
All right, let's flip the script. $20 million. We knock out all your teeth. You gotta have a mouth
I'll
like
disappear.
that. Do you think Susan would love you though? Could she French you with that mouth?
Could she French me with that mouth? Well, that won't smell or anything. It just won't be gumming.
Ugh.
Yeah. Maybe I'll look cool.
Can't do that carnivore diet anymore.
Oh, I'm not gonna give out the back teeth. Okay, I still can chew. What else you got?
Fucking have to come on my fucking things and be fucking rude. And stuff like that when I do a fucking video. If you don't fucking like it, just go by it. Don't fucking say shit.
You see, I kind of feel like that's the other way Robert Paul Champagne could have been.
Yeah, just like a shut-in, isolated.
But he's not.
Yeah.
And God bless him that he's not. You know what I mean?
You mean that he could have just gone
He could have gone angry, because I'm sure he takes a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
And God bless him for being a great humanitarian, open to people,
fun
interested,
and upbeat.
Wanting, in his whole thing always, my interview with him, you've seen the second part, right?
No, not yet.
Oh, I'm going to have to show it to you.
Yeah.
The whole thing with him was he wanted other people to have fun.
Yeah.
He wanted other
He's
people
an entertainer.
to be, relieved of their daily worries.
Yeah.
Good for him.
He's sweet. There's
Not
some
this.
altruism.
Yeah.
Now, why is she so... And how come people don't understand the nature of social media? They're like, I see your comments and you're not supposed to say negative stuff. Like, well...
That's what social media is.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you put it out there, it's coming back.
Yeah, you don't know that?
Evidently not.
Oh, why is she so checked out?
Oh, I think if you scanned out of that area, if you pulled back, it would not be a great thing. It would be troubling. Let's see another one.
She's not from her mansion. She's not broadcasting from a mansion.
And I have a feeling that she may be one of those people that doesn't get up out of the chair.
Oh,
I'm not kidding.
1,000-Pound Sisters.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen that one yet?
Oh yeah.
I love that show.
Why?
Because I want them to lose weight. I do, and I like when they talk about drinking their sodies and stuff. And I like when they get defeated. She's like, I can't drive to the doctor. It's too long. My joints ache. And you're like, why does it hurt just to sit?
Because she's got
You're
1,000
that fat.
pounds.
Yeah.
Bearing down on her joints. That is how joints hurt.
And then they self-sabotage. You're like, I need a snack before I go into the doctor. And then they'll go and get Chick-fil-A and stuff. I'm like, that's bad.
Why do you like that?
Because I struggle with dieting too. So I want to
Let's get on Tom's diet.
I feel better about myself.
And the carbs.
I know.
And the carbs.
Does that include wine at night?
You have to be really careful with wine. You can have a little bit of white wine. You can switch to bourbon.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. But that's it.
All right. A little bit of white wine at night?
That's it.
How much is a little? 1 cup?
Yeah.
I could do that.
But no other carbs. That's
my carb, meaning no veggies even?
You can have some cruciferous vegetables. You can have cauliflower, broccoli, celery, that kind of thing.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
All I want for Christmas is having a girlfriend who wants me for who I am
so
and
sad.
nothing else. Not for money,
Why do
not
you
for
laugh
cards,
at this? My heart aches.
for me only.
It's not going to happen.
Here's why it makes me laugh. Is
Why?
he's so oblivious. He's like, I just want someone who loves me for me.
But it's what he wants. What's he supposed to do? Someone loves him for you?
But it's obvious that he's not wealthy. He's not attractive. He's none of these things that he says.
No, he didn't say I'm attractive and everybody wants me. He's not like that dude. I mean, we've seen those dudes, those cool guys. This is a guy saying, in spite of all this, I want somebody who wants me.
Play it again.
It's
we're
very
misunderstanding this.
All I want for Christmas is having a girlfriend who wants me for who I am and nothing else. Not for money, not for cards, for me only.
I think he's telegraphing that he doesn't have money or anything. That's why But he also doesn't have teeth, so it's another one of your people.
I interpret it as like, all these hoes love me for all my money and all my looks.
No, I don't think it's that guy. I know I'm right when I get sad.
Yeah, I don't feel sad.
I
feel fun. It feels fun.
Hey there, TikTok. So apparently I was told I needed to do this and show you all my magic cabinet as a practicing male witch. So here's my magic cabinet. And since it's in the kitchen, I guess that would technically classify me as a kitchen witch. But I got all the good stuff.
Kitchen witch. Well, that's it? That's all we get to see?
That's all there's a lot
Well,
of...
at least he's not wanting people to love him for who he is. Because that ain't going to fly, I suspect.
There's a lot of Wiccans on TikTok.
Really?
Yeah. I found a whole new Wiccan lane.
Oh, Jesus.
But what?
What are they doing?
The casting spells. And he's like, I'm a male witch. Like, what is it when people have to pick an identity like that? Like, I'm a male witch. Here's my kid. Like, no, you're not. You weirdo.
It is. We're in a time. Listen, I think you're onto something with that. Because I think we're in a time when everybody needs these special identities.
Yeah.
And they're all kind of, we have it too good or something.
Yeah.
Like
we need a war.
We're looking for purposefulness out of our identity as opposed to out in the world, something to do, to create. Mm-hmm. I mean, Kroll always says it because he says we need to use our hands more.
I agree.
We need to build things and you won't be so worried about your identity.
You have to do stuff. I agree. There's something to be said in engaging in the flesh of the world.
Yeah, the idle brain is not a good place.
Especially this witchcraft horse shit. I mean, there's so many people on there.
God bless them.
It's so dumb.
They should have at it.
Yeah.
They enjoy.
I don't agree. I think we should round them all up and put them on an island together again.
Another island. There's gonna be a whole bunch of different islands. This country is gonna be made up of just a bunch of islands.
Here's what I do believe in, and I do believe that shaming is good to a certain extent.
I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, I feel like
yeah. I don't think you should shame drug addicts or mentally ill. I think being judgmental is fine.
I agree. Like in the case of this male witch, don't you think a nice dose of like getting the shit kicked out of you a little bit in school for saying stuff like that?
Yes, however, this could be a response to all that.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Why don't he should just get into karate and stuff.
I have a feeling that if you were to give him shit, he'd probably laugh with you.
Yeah. Okay.
More people need to give him shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Don't take himself so seriously.
Yeah. You need to be resilient and grow a fucking pair.
Yeah.
And not be such a crybaby Wiccan. Go cast a spell about it. Stupid.
You may start talking like that lady in the grocery store
I
pretty
know.
soon.
What's wrong with me? I'm so getting my period today.
Oh,
so grumpy.
Okay, here we go.
Dating when you're non-binary really sucks, and here's why. Hi, Hi, I'm Fern. Just so you know now, my pronouns are they, them, and I'm non-binary. Yeah, girl, I'm cool with that. Actually, I'm non-binary. Please don't call me girl. But titties. They, them. Titties.
That is the modern American.
Yes, elaborate.
That has high status amongst her peers. And I get just confused.
I get confused by this one as well.
Yeah. No, I get her, him, they.
They.
I just get confused by all the other pronouns. And I don't like calling people they. I just...
It feels disrespectful,
It feels grammatically off.
It is grammatically off.
And then we should figure something else out. I'd rather say them or something.
Zim. You can. Zim, zay.
But hey, man.
This is another identity marker, like Carolla was talking about. It's same with people. Like, I'm a non-binary. I'm polyamorous. I'm all these weird identities.
All those, I've spent enough time in New York City now that I've met a lot of non-binary, not anything days, who are really cool and really that's their thing, and that's great. I don't have any problem with that. Good for them.
Yeah.
But I agree with you that the declarations.
Yeah, the declarations, and then the insistence, and then the being very upset when your expectations aren't met. That society
we aren't perfectly able to comply.
Right.
That's the part I don't like, because I try to comply. I'll do the best I can.
Same.
You don't have to call. You can misspeak my name, whatever. It's just that's what human interaction is.
I get called Christine daily.
I did it about an hour ago.
Did you?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't even hear it. I like it. I'll let you do it.
Thank you.
But again, I don't go on a. But then again, maybe I haven't been persecuted my whole life.
I was going to say it's not as hard of tough of a haul,
No.
but hey.
I know. Hey, man, to each their own.
Right.
All right.
See, we're enlightened. This looks terrible. What is going on? Why are you laughing?
Shit. Read your comments. Thank you. I'm still in pain. Fuck you. All right, here we go. A new day. Ah!
Well, I kind of like that one.
Thank you.
I mean, he was not pathetic.
Right.
He's taking action.
Right.
He's expressing his discomfort.
Yes.
He's no pity pot.
Right.
That I can tell. At least, is there more to this one?
No.
That's it.
But we went on a full emotional journey with him.
He
was
did.
like, that was fine.
There was a narrative.
Fuck you. There was a narrative.
Yeah.
And he was like, rah, fuck you. I'm going to rise above like a phoenix from the ashes.
Yes, yes.
And I liked that.
I did. I like it too.
I felt powerful.
But he's
watching.
clearly in trouble.
Yeah.
Of some type.
Yeah, he's really depressed. I see his other stuff. I don't want to play that. It's not as fun as that one.
It's just sad.
Yeah, he's got problems.
Is it all depression, or is he pain meds
alcohol?
or something?
Alcohol? I don't know.
Yeah.
Something not good.
Looking for a serious relationship with somebody.
Uh-oh.
I don't care who. And I just want a girlfriend, man. I need a girlfriend.
Males are males. I wonder if he has a little something going on.
Like what?
Neurofibromatosis or something.
Oh, that's what that is.
I'm looking for a serious relationship with somebody.
There's many different kinds of that syndrome.
How do you suggest he find a mate in this era? I don't know. I know. I want him to have it.
Sad. You would think in today's year, oh my God, you're so cruel. You're like a cruelest human being.
You know what it is? I think it's generational. I'm a Gen Xer, and let me tell you, like I grew up making fun of everybody's weaknesses. That's what Gen Xers did. That's what we do.
Oh, that's interesting.
Watch a John Hughes movie. Watch 16 Candles. Long Duck Dong. You make fun of the weird Asian guy. You make fun of the dork who's got the headgear on.
Fun and comedy was always the part, but now they call that bullying.
Now they call it, because they're a bunch of crybaby pussies, this generation. And and I have to know every single fucking trigger everyone has.
I got a really good idea in the Dob. See if we can get a hold of some of the people that Christina used to bully, like in high school, and see how they are now. See what's going on. See whether she left some indelible scars on these people's lives.
Yeah, Christina, I'll talk with you after the show and get a list of phone numbers.
Oh.
Well, let me tell you, I didn't bully unless there was a reason. And there was one girl. I fight back. There was a girl who did not like me, and I saw her at the reunion, our 10-year, still wouldn't talk to me.
I saw
a
glimmer of Lady Fed Smoker on your face a minute ago.
I love it.
And you're hearing your voice.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I want to know who you teased to the point of trauma.
Gosh, I'm sure there's a few.
Yeah. It was just funny.
Yeah, it was just fun.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. All right, if I bullied you, go ahead and let me know.
Oh.
Tag Dr. Drew.
This is part of doing a show like this when we get the calls, people.
I know.
The unexpected will occur.
Oh, shit. My dad's going to call.
Oh, that'll be.
He's going to be like, Christina,
what's his name?
Piece of shit.
What's his name?
Art.
Art, please. I'm appealing to you. The number, is it going to be the same number as the voicemail line?
I don't fucking know.
Nadav, do you know?
The
Look
new
who's
number, I'm not
now.
sure. But yeah, go ahead, give him it's
818-253-1693. Art, no bullying. Just mano a mano. You know I idealize you. I've been thinking about you for a while. I know Christina can be tough sometimes. And I'm trying to get her to be a good daughter. We'll see what I can do.
I am a good daughter.
This is going to be great.
I'm the best.
This is for all of my witches, pagans, and heathens on TikTok. Am I the only one who's noticed the increase in spirit activity since Samhain? People are noticing hauntings and spirits and stuff like that more so than usual. Leave a comment. Let me know what y'all think. I think it's weird.
Would not have picked that guy as a witch.
Right? I would have guessed military, aggressive, because he's got an American flag there on his shoulder.
Yeah.
His arm. What is this shit when people believe in haunting and spirits and ghosts and such? What is that?
I think my wife's sort of in that zone.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. No, but I don't know.
But is it a childish need to have control over the uncontrollable psychologically? Is it a belief in magic that should have gone away?
Okay. So we have this limited instrument up here, right?
Yeah.
It was evolved for very specific purposes. And it can't contend with infinity or death or nothing. These things we just can't, our brain just can't get. And it also can't get kind of the unknown. So things fill in with the unknown. And I don't know, it's a universal impulse, this ghost and afterlife stuff. It's in human everything. So either it's something innate that we've sort of created as a result of our evolutionary heritage, or there's something that we're picking up on pieces of or something that we're just making an elaborate story about.
Interesting.
Does that make sense?
Storytelling. It's essentially storytelling.
Yeah, but I mean, I do believe there's plenty of stuff that we don't know and can't perceive and things, and I love to make objective study of that. I won't just want to tell stories about it, but whatever that is, I don't know.
There's so many unknowns, and the older I get, the more anxiety I have about them.
Well, I know that there's lots of person-to-person communication that is nonverbal.
All of it.
Right. And now that you've raised kids, you know how deep that is, right? You communicate with the baby all the time. And all we as men can do is sit there and go, well, how do you know that? What's going on? And I don't know how you do it, but you do it, right? And that's body-to-body transmission. So we evolved that necessity to be able to deal with these helpless creatures we give birth to. What else that does in our social sphere and what else that helps us tune into, we just haven't figured out yet.
It's many unknowns. I agree. And the older I get, the less I know.
Yeah.
But do you fear death? Do you have existential dread?
I think I would, less than I used to. I think I would if it were imminent. But I kind of feel like if I could get to about 75, it would probably go away.
75, it will go away? Your fear of dying?
Yeah. Because there's a little more of a sense of completeness, and if you've lived a good life, there's a little more of, okay,
you've done it.
I've done what I need to do here, and my body's given out, and I don't want to take that all the way to the ground. You know what I mean? Because I see people clinging to life to the most ridiculous.
What do you do to
suffering.
take care of yourself? Just tell people briefly. What do you do?
I watch my diet. I cut out carbohydrates. I try to sleep 8 hours a night. But many times don't, but I try to.
Yeah.
I exercise every day at least 30 minutes. And
what do you do for exercise? You do the elliptical?
I push weights. I've always pushed weights. And I used to push very, very, very heavy weights, but now my joints won't let me do that. So I'm pushing moderate weights and still get plenty out of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's your prescription for people, just to live?
It is to move more, eat less. And it is and I do believe in resistance training and a little bit of cardiovascular work too. And focus on your relationships.
I know. And make the world a better place. Don't worry about being Wiccan. Why don't you go fucking help people?
That is the other thing. That whenever people are at the end of life trying to figure out meaning, they always say it's the important relationships and what I've done for people.
Yeah.
There's something called Eudaimonic Happiness, which is not euphoria. It's not hedonic happiness.
Right.
It's living a certain kind of life. And that usually is about making a difference for other people.
Yeah, I agree. The older I get, the more I want to help the people under me coming up, younger comedians,
absolutely.
younger people.
Though I talked about the other day on a different podcast that I was getting burned out on doing it. Sometimes it comes in flurries. I indulge on that, and you can go too far with it.
Yeah.
Like with everything.
Sure.
And if you don't ask for help and don't nourish yourself, you will get burned out and resentful trying to help people all the time.
Of course.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine as a doctor, I'm sure you tell people 10 times a day, go exercise, go do this, and then I can't do it, and I'm sick still.
But I'm more involved with other deeper stuff typically.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to be there for people, but it comes in. Sometimes the demands are unrealistic. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
And that's where, but I kind of indulge in the help thing. I like doing that.
Yeah, feels good.
You have to have a skill to be able to really make a difference. That's the part people miss. They're like, I want to go help now to make a difference. You got to develop a skill, and the most important kind of help is one-on-one. It turns out that has a totally different impact on you than, Bill Gates Foundation.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'm nothing wrong with the big stuff, but it doesn't have the same emotional impact of well-being and meaning as helping a person that you have a connection with. Isn't that interesting?
It's all about connections.
Let's get some voice messages in here.
Dr. Drew,
Yo.
big fan. Love the show. Keep them high and tight.
Yeah.
I am horny at work all goddamn day long. 8.5, 9.5 hours. I get home, to a place where it's acceptable to masturbate, and no longer horny. Just the sex drive is gone. I don't know what it is. Hopefully you got some insight. Piss on me, beat me, keep on feathering it, brother.
He's just feathering it at work.
Yeah.
I don't have an explanation for that, unless he's attracted to some of the coworkers. Maybe that's the deal.
Where do you work? Like a porno? Are you editing porn all day long? And then
just works at a strip club. But why would he be horny all day? But I would argue that he actually should make an effort to bring some of that home.
Masturbate at work?
No. I'm saying that he should look at some porn at home and see if he can get himself going so he's not so messed up during the day.
I have a theory.
Ooh.
What if he has... Okay. When you're trying to write or do something and you're procrastinating and you're like, what do I got to do? I'll fucking masturbate. You do it as a way... What if he's bored at work...
Oh.
And he's just getting horny to
that's
deal with the boredom.
Yeah, that's been his way of
maybe
always done
to
that.
masturbate. And he can't do that at work.
Could be.
And so it's like he's pent up all day. And then when he gets home, he's not bored anymore.
Yep.
Because he's not at fucking work.
Because he's doing stuff.
Yeah.
Watching Schitt's Creek.
Yeah.
He's busy.
Yeah.
Do you like that show?
I started to watch. It's hard for me to watch comedies.
I
can't.
It's like watching medical shows for me.
Right.
I cannot watch them.
I can't. Do you watch murder shows?
No, I don't like that
I
stuff.
don't like that shit either.
I don't like it, but the medical stuff I cannot watch. Cannot.
Why? Because they don't know what they're doing.
It's so inaccurate. It's just always so inaccurate.
What about Botched?
Oh yeah, I like those guys.
I like
They're
that.
both friends of mine.
Oh really?
Yeah.
They look a little botched themselves.
No. No. I don't think they really do much.
The surgeons?
No.
They look crazy.
No.
Yeah, one of the lips.
I'm gonna bring them in here.
And then be in person, they look different.
Yeah. No, I don't think they really do anything.
Yeah. Should I get my boobs done?
I'll bring them in to talk to you about it.
You told me that's the sign a woman leaves when she gets her boobs done.
That's a concern.
They're so hangy from children.
Well, that's because that's a different thing. That's a medical thing. It's called involutional changes of pregnancy. Oh. And people are often quite happy when they get that fixed.
I might get it fixed, like a lift?
They do. I don't know technically what they do, but I know that that's a condition that women commonly are like bothered by.
It's the worst.
So
they're like flapjacks now.
Well, let's get you going.
Okay.
I'll bring in Dr. DeBro.
Okay.
I'll do it.
Do you have your testicles still?
Do I? Yes. The prostate is out.
Oh.
I don't have testicular cancer. I don't have prostate.
I don't know why this whole time I thought you had no testicles.
Why would that be? I don't have testicular cancer. I have prostate cancer.
I know, but in my brain I connected it to your testicles. And I was like, Dr. Drew doesn't have any nuts. Like this whole time I thought he had nudicles.
Can I get the prostate, the male urogenital system up on the screen again? Oh
Those are your ovaries. I know.
They came down from where the ovaries were. They descend.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Now, you see the testes there,
Yeah,
right? You
there's-
see the prostate, that orange
there,
thing, that
yeah.
orange thing back there that sits on the bottom of the bladder?
Yeah.
And to see the thing up above there to the right says seminal vesicles?
Yes, I remember
Okay,
that.
Yeah,
from
okay.
Sex ed.
So that's what people get confused about. The semen is stored in the seminal vesicles,
Mhm.
and then see where the big tube comes out of the testy and it connects to the seminal.
Yes.
That's where the sperm
Mixes
leaks in,
with
mix
their-
in it, and then push. But the prostate is what creates the fluid, and I don't have any fluid.
Wow.
Yeah.
I bet it must be great.
It's pretty clean.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of ideal, actually.
mhm.
I want my husband to get a vasectomy. Will you talk him into it next time you
I'll
talk?
talk to him, but that won't eliminate the fluid, right?
No, that's
the
okay.
prostate
I
still
don't mind
creates
the
the fluid.
fluid.
Okay.
I don't mind.
Okay.
It's a lot, though.
Another voice message. It's a lot.
He has a
Hey,
lot
Dr.
of fluid. Sorry.
Hey, Dr. Drew, this is Jeremy from Virginia. Recently diagnosed as bipolar, trying to deal with bouts of mania without medication and without buying lots of stuff on the internet and drinking beer.
Right.
Got any ideas? What can I do?
Yes,
Keep it
please.
tie and tight. Thanks, Doc.
It's bipolar 1 was what bipolar 1 or bipolar 2 are biological events, much like a seizure disorder. To not take medication is a terrible, terrible mistake. You will have behavioral consequences that you will regret. And the only medicines you have to take are essentially, well, most of the time we use seizure medicine. We use Depakote or those sorts of medications to stabilize the membranes in the brain so these seizure-like phenomenon that manifest as a mood disturbance don't occur and aren't associated with you spending all your money, that kind of thing. So please take the medication. I mean, there's so many good medicines out there now that just stabilize the mood and just not necessary to be worried about it. They don't even notice they're taking it most of the time.
Well, from my understanding, the mania bit can be quite nice. They like that.
They do like the mania.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're excited and fun all the time.
Yeah, who doesn't want to be super pumped?
We kind of talked about that with business people. Yeah. But
Yeah.
but hypomania is different than mania, where you're doing things that you're not rational and you don't
Gotcha.
like and you wish you didn't do and you can't control it. He's
Yeah.
drinking, he's spending and all that kind of.
Yeah, because when Brody Stevens, he would go into episodes where he would end up getting arrested and stuff. I'm sure he didn't like that.
Right.
Because he wouldn't take his medicine
Right.
to manage that stuff. Yeah.
Yes, and then the downs are very down.
Yeah.
You know, there's a series on Netflix. Maybe must be on Amazon. Modern Love. Have you seen that series?
Sounds familiar.
Anne Hathaway does a thing in there where she plays a bipolar woman, and it's
Oh, boy.
very good.
Oh boy.
Very good. Maybe worry about Anne, actually. Maybe think,
Yeah, she knows it a little too well.
Yeah, it was a little too accurate.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Let's wrap things up, shall we?
Yeah.
This has been fun.
That was so great.
Yeah. It goes
Can't
fast,
wait.
doesn't it? And,
Yeah.
And we're just haven't gotten started yet. We don't have our
I know.
calls yet.
I can't wait
We're
to get
just
the
getting
calls.
warmed up. Just getting warmed up, guys. So keep the voicemails coming. We appreciate it. Keep the emails coming. And watch for the Twitter blast when we do start going live with the calls, and we will take your calls and set them all up. Go to drdrew.com for all of my stuff. What can they do with you?
Oh, Christina P. online for road dates. And check out your mom's house. Oh, yeah, March 7th, Pasadena. If it's not sold out, there's 2 shows, an 8 and a 10. Miami, Addison, New York City, Des Moines, Iowa.
I will be at the April
can't
4th
wait.
show in Caroline's.
Oh, exciting. Ann Shuley and the Whack Pack. Okay, Des Moines, Iowa, New Westminster, BC, Phoenix, Arizona, Cleveland, and San Antonio. Christina P. online for tickets.
Thank you, guys.
Very
Thank Christina.
exciting. Thank
And
you.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
All conversations and information exchanged during participation in the Dr. Drew After Dark podcast or interaction on the drdrew.com website is intended for educational and entertainment purposes only. Do not confuse this with treatment or physician medical advice or direction per se. You must always follow your medical professional's advice and direction. Nothing on these podcasts or posted on this site supplements or supersedes the relationship and direction of your medical caretakers. Please understand, I am not playing the role of physician in this environment per se. I'm educating. I am a licensed physician with specialty boards in American Board of Internal Medicine and American Board of Addiction Medicine.